Good evening again, ladies and gents. It's time for Noire Part 11. And it's not been going so well lately. We've had a few mistakes along the way. But we're going to proceed, carry on, keep moving forward. And eventually we're going to get through this. We're going to get through it. So let's get back to it. We're working in arson now after being demoted. Paul Phelps has been playing away. He's been caught out. Yes, Diva. Phelps has been caught out with the German Elsa. His wife's kicked him out. And he's been a very naughty boy, is all I can assume. So he's been demoted. Diva, you're always the first person in here, mate. Unbelievable.
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can.
Awesome, mate. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, dude. You're the man.
650 North Hobart.
I need a drink.
Right, here we go. Let's get into it.
I just don't know how to dance to bebop.
She doesn't know how to dance to bebop.
Mounties were stripped off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now
Hey.
the DA wants my head.
This guy's a little too fast for me.
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down with my staff.
Come on, come on. My headphones seem a lot louder tonight for some reason. So, if it seems like I'm shouting, excuse me. But, once this game is open in full screen, there's no closing it. You'll just have to bear with it.
Hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
Seems completely random how loud it is at
It's
times.
4 weeks from completion. Burned to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance
Shit
shooting.
about
Any
Jack.
central unit.
That's good, man. That's good. As long as it sounds good for you guys.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Wanna bet?
Keeping
They'll
it
kick the loose
crispy.
already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches.
What's your plan anyway, dude? Are you streaming tonight or taking a day off? It's super loud. It's never normally this loud for me, but I don't know how. Well, I do know how to change it, but once I open this game in full screen, I can't get out of it unless I literally exit the game. So I'm just gonna have to bear with it. But I feel like if we have a crash or something, it's just gonna destroy my ears. What is that? What is this vehicle here? Is that an old delivery truck? Stacks and I have 2v2 Warzone tournament. No way. You and Stacks good friends then, yeah. I didn't really, I had seen Stacks a couple of times, but I'd never really spent too much time in his stream until a couple of days ago when I got talking to him. And he's a great guy, man. He's a nice kid and he's got his head screwed on, so he'll go far for sure, man. Yo!
Please!
Careful.
Cut it out!
Never mind. Man, this is crazy. It's so loud. It's ridiculous. Oh. Okay. This house is it's survived better than the previous two, but it's still a write-off.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
Big Mal Carruthers, coroner. Yes, Ward. It's going good. Cheers, pal. How are you?
Do you have a name?
Morelli, Mike, we recovered a picture of the family.
Okay. Anything else?
Be honest,
That is
I
not
described
nice.
yourselves. Best you talk to Lynch, he's the expert.
Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved. Ooh. I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved them into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense.
What?
Why would you run into a burning building?
I don't understand. Is it just me? I can't get my head around that. How could they have died in this position? Like, this is pretty crazy. Reckon I've nearly finished the game.
What are they doing?
Listen.
Prayer effect is from the fire. The muscles and tendons contract.
Okay, that makes sense now. Yeah, listen, I know something that happens towards the end of this. And I know that there's at least a fair there's a fair bit of time to go. I would say maybe 6 to 8 hours, possibly. I guess. So maybe 3 more episodes. Right. So we've got a picture of the family.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them bigs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
Biggs.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
We got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
I'm sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Ooh.
Evidence?
The dad literally just fell apart.
Albert,
Yikes.
check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Biggs.
Let's go see what's up with Biggs. Is it worth taking a little look around for anymore? There's not going to be any evidence in here. It's all been destroyed. There weren't at the previous 2 burnt down houses, so we'll just crack on. I think I need to create an emote that just says "crack on." Every time I'm talking about getting on with things, I just say.
So something
let's
finally
just crack
got to
on.
you.
We'll just
You want
crack
my
on
help,
with
pretty
this, yeah?
boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
He ain't pretty.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
Yo. Biggs wants to take him out.
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
All right.
Christ.
Now we know.
We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know.
Yeah,
I'll
there's
go
some
across
lady
the-
standing over there.
Okay, I'll try this side.
Let's ask the neighbours. Good idea, Biggs.
I haven't done this
Fuck it.
for years.
It's a much better officer than I am.
You all seem to be standing
You don't look like a
around.
fireman, son.
You be working?
Who was that? Was that this guy? Yeah, it was. What you saying then, my friend? Looks like Phil Thompson.
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Dudley Foreman. All right.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
Why is he cutting me off like that?
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
Okay.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. They're billboards. That Monroe character.
I always pronounce that Elysian Fields. I always thought it was Elysian Fields. Apparently it's Elysian. I don't know where else I've read that. Is there actually an Elysian Fields in Los Angeles?
They're beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
Okay. So what's he saying? The other neighbours are just trying to get more money, and he was just straight
You
up
said
saying
the Morellis
no.
had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. But then I find out they was still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
Why did he say what? When someone says what or repeats a question back to you, you know they're stalling for time.
I need more, Mr. Foreman.
Trying to
Tell
get
me
their
what you know about the Suburban
cogs
Redevelopment
running.
Fund.
I know nothing about it. I've never heard of them.
Shite. Fuck you, Foreman.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Any post? Nah. Where's Biggs? Shut it. Biggs was coming over here. Wait a minute. What's the white marker over there now? Never mind. Never mind. He looks like the guy from Home and Away. Yeah, fucking Alf Ramsey. Is it Alf Ramsey? Oh, I don't know. His name's Alf something. Maybe it is Ramsey.
I got friends who work at the Examiner.
Why is it? What?
About $50 for an excursion.
Why is Foreman still standing here?
Going to church doesn't make you any more Christian than standing in a garage makes you a car.
Okay. Let's have a look what we've got now then for locations. We are at the Morelli house fire. So bodies moved, the photograph, they won the weekend away and the houses were going to be demolished. But we need to speak to Biggs, see what his advice is. Is he still over the road? Where is he? Yeah, he is. Is there more neighbours up this way?
You
Nah.
all seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
Shut up.
All these cops, it's got to be something big, right?
There's nobody around here, so... Oh, we can't knock this door. We need to see Biggs. Biggs, what are you running after me now, bro? Come here.
We need more
Any
from the
ideas?
neighbors, Cole. Keep working.
Keep working the neighbors. The fuck?
How bad is it?
Come on, you can tell me.
I don't understand what's going on here, guys.
All a man can do is put in a prayer for the dead. That's about all I've got to say about it.
I'm gonna check out your property, that's what I'm gonna do. Jesus. These parts for the house just exploded and went straight through his. Hold up. It's got a shed out back here, so don't look like we can get in it. No, we can't get in it. Where's my man, the here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Water here.
Looks like the same model.
Ramon Neves. Reg Varley. I think Varley was the guy we ended up locking up for the last one. Right, let's go back to the neighbour now, see if we can ask him anything else on that.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Shit, why can't I ask him nothing? Where's his Insta Heat box? It's just like a basement thing. Dude, I don't know what to do. Any ideas?
All a man can do is put in a prayer for the dead.
Alright. Must be more evidence over here somewhere. Let's go back in. Oh, there we go. What is this? It's a fucking hairbrush. Trolled again. Same thing. There must be something around that I ain't seeing. There's a note. Oh, it's a fucking baseball or something. Fuck, do I get out of here now? Oh god. It's not going so well. What am I missing, guys? Call out. If you know, let me know. It's obviously something. Where's Biggs? Aha. Okay, we're going to learn a little bit more about the backstory of this whole situation.
At first I didn't understand you, but now I do.
I'd like you to come back to the clinic.
I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
This is the guy.
You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven. Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose.
Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
I think Well, this is clearly the guy that's responsible for the fires, right? And we've seen in the like the case opening cutscenes that they show, it's pretty clear this is the same guy with the hat and the jacket. We can make that out. But also, I believe this is the guy, or at least it's the same character model as the dude that I keep picking out and saying, hey, I see that guy's face everywhere. So has he actually been lurking in the background the whole time? Come on. There's still something I'm missing though. That's the problem we have. He says keep working the neighbours, right? Can I just press that to back out? Yeah, I think I can. He went over the road to talk. He went over the road to talk to some neighbours. But did he come back with any info? And where is he now? He's over the road somewhere. So to me it seems I can't speak to any more neighbours unless... I can't speak to the one on the other side of the house.
Shouldn't you be working?
And there doesn't... there is another neighbour here. But there's nobody about and the door can't be opened. So what the hell am I missing? Here comes Biggs. On Biggs, tell me what to do.
So what next?
We need more from the neighbors, Cole. Keep working.
Come on. Something that we're missing. There we go.
Boondockers they ain't.
Not relevant. Cheers though, for the troll. What's this on the bench? Can't look at that. Wait, can we further inspect these? Maybe? Literally just looking at some guy's shoes now. Oh. What's in the wheelbarrow? Nothing. What's he got hiding around here? Nothing. God damn. What am I doing? Wardy, help me out, bro. What am I missing? The worst detective. I feel like I need to find another clue in order to go back to that guy and ask him a further question. Is there anything else more to see on this? Doesn't appear so. Where did the Come on. We could be here all night on this one, guys. Redevelopment sign right next to the house.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Biggs, you gotta tell me.
Need more from the neighbors, Cole. Keep working them.
I can't ask him any more questions, man.
Don't find you handsome. They should at least find you
Tell
handy.
me what's going on.
Nothing out here on the porch. Can't see anything in the gardens. Can't go into this house. It keeps making that noise by these shoes, which makes me think there is something to see here, but it's really It's not giving me nothing. Look at the other fucking shoe. Why would I be able to look at both shoes unless they were relevant? I don't understand. Speak out some more. I can't speak to him, dude. Okay, it's not making that other noise anymore. I can't speak to him, mate. He just says that.
All a man can do is put in a prayer for the dead.
Check that.
That's about all I've got to say about it.
It's that's all he'll tell me.
I got friends. About $5.
Biggs is over
You
there.
don't seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
What am I missing here, man? I'm missing something. Something probably very obvious. That's just a newspaper again. What the hell is it, guys? Help me out. What is this? Look like there's something flashing there then, but... Oh shit, okay, there's a whole fucking basement here. Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is the flashpoint. The heater detonated with enough force to expose the foundations.
So stupid. How can I miss such obvious things like all the time? Whoa, whoa. Okay, so there's water pouring in there. Can I go down there? Can I get down there? Yeah, there's some stairs around the back. Let's see if we can get down there. And then we'll go and speak to Alf again. Where's the big hole in the ground? Here we go. Here we go. Thought that was a hole in the wall, just assumed you checked. Jesus. Yeah. There's the hole. The hole's just here. So if there's anything relevant, surely it's just underneath there. Where's the other hole there? That just a reflection of the hole above? Here it is. Aha! Literally just viewing it from the other side. Is that it? Okay. I don't think there's actually anything else to see. Like that fucking hairbrush again. What is it? Just a burnt up flashlight. Oh, I got turned around now. There's the front door. Let's get out of here. See if we can talk to the neighbour again now.
All a man can do is put in a prayer for the
sake,
dead.
are you kidding me?
That's about all I've got to say about it.
swear this town is going straight to hell.
I was
This is a secure area. You all need to leave.
What is this? It's just a bush sticking through the fence. Yes. There's Biggs. Biggs? Biggs.
What now? Need more from the neighbors, Cole. Keep working them.
Fucking hell, man. There ain't no more neighbors to speak to, bro. I can't get this guy. He's still highlighted, so there's obviously more to do with him, but I don't have nothing, man. What about his shoes? Can we make some kind of connection? Are there any footprints that suggest he may have been involved? I don't see nothing. About the sandpit. Nothing buried out here, is there? Nah. What about the houses behind? Speak to anyone here? Nah. So what the fuck am I missing? Yikes. Whoa. Oh Christ. I'm gonna have to go back down again, see if there's something there. It's too much, man. Do you know what? I don't think I went round this way yet. It's just an iron that's fucking melted. What's that on the floor? There must be something down here to see. That's all I can assume. This is where we looked. Obviously not relevant. No, no. Come on, man. Oh, there was something else. It's a pair of pliers, which is doesn't mean shit. It's just a baseball, I think.
Find anything interesting?
Literally nothing, mate. Nothing interesting. that. Come
You
on.
don't seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
I'm missing something really obvious, and I just can't see it. I don't know why the shoes are... I don't know why we can pick up both shoes. It's really... seems really weird that we could look at both shoes without the shoes being a piece of evidence. Nah. What is going on, man? Come up here. Nothing there. I need my dude Jake to turn up. He knows. He knows everything about this game, and he'll be able to point me in the right direction. But until then, I think it's just me running around in these gardens.
I got friends who work at the Examiner. How about $5?
That made no sense, man. Why is Biggs just walking from
That's the creep.
house to house over
Walked
here?
out on his wife.
Advice? We need more from the neighbors, Cole. Keep working them.
I literally can't, dude. It's not letting me. Explain that shit.
I'm at a loss.
We need more from the neighbors, Cole. Keep working them.
Gonna be here all day. There ain't no more neighbors after this one.
All a man can do is put in a prayer for the dead. That's all I've got to say.
Generally speaking, you aren't learning.
There has to be something really, really fucking obvious that I'm not seeing. Speak to this guy.
No usable evidence out here. Sorry. You have to take what you got and get to work.
You all seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
Don't understand what is happening. This is gonna need such a lot of editing before it goes on YouTube. I'm at a loss, guys. There is quite clearly something that I can't see, that I need to be able to see. And until I figure it out, we're not going anywhere. Biggs is over this side now. Is he chatting to the dude? Now he's moving away. Brilliant. Literally just tapping A everywhere to try and make something work.
There isn't much I can tell you right now, Cole.
No usable evidence out here. Sorry. You have to take what you got and get to work.
Wow, this is going to be long.
All a man can do is put in a prayer for the dead. That's about all I've got to say about it.
Trying everything I can here to figure this out, but it ain't happening. Just popping in on my break at work, got a pot noodle to test them versus my usual super noodles while I watch. Pot noodles, the king of noodles, mate. Woody, do you remember anything about this at all, man? I've been spending, well, since I got on, we started this. It gives you a couple of bits of evidence to run with. But, I'm stuck. I'm literally stuck, like... I can see from the blip on the map and from what my partner is telling me that I need to further question this neighbor over here, but it's not allowing me to do so.
All a man can do
All I
is
can
put
do
in
is
a
get
prayer
him to
for the
say
dead.
this.
That's about all I've got to say about it.
That's all I can get him to say.
I got friends who work at the Examiner. How about $5?
And I'm lost. I can't do nothing.
Show's over.
Nothing
Keep
more.
moving, all of you.
When I ask my partner, he just says, keep questioning the neighbor. But I don't have any other questions to ask him, apparently. Try and go in the house. I've been in. I can't go in the neighbor's house. Can't go in. Biggs.
I'm stumped. Ideas? You need more from the neighbors, Cole. Keep working them.
Come on. I literally cannot ask him anything. Needs to just give me a big push in the right direction here. The only thing that I have, well, that could be something is that his shoes are here, and I can inspect both of them individually. But it doesn't seem to be like I can't further inspect it. There's nothing on them to look at. I just think it's bizarre that I can look at the guy's shoes. I really don't understand. There's this bag here, but I don't appear to be able to look at that. Can't go in his house. There must be something else that I'm missing. I can't. What was that? Was that the shoes? Yeah, that's just the shoes. This is literally just that again. And we can look at the hole. We've been down there. Have we been in where it is on that floor though? It doesn't look like there's anything in there though. Been down there a couple of times and had a look about. We can't find anything. There's a clue in the neighbour's front yard. Are you joking? Come on. I mean, I've seen this glass but on the floor here, but I don't appear to be able to do anything with that. There's that. Is this still the front yard? Can't inspect any of this shit. There's that. That. In the front yard. Fuck is it? Where is it? This is driving me nuts, man. Need to find it quick. What is that? Just weeds or something. Is he standing on top of the clue? Is that the problem? It's just glass from where his window smashed over there. What's that on his roof? That's another part of it has exploded onto his roof. God damn, look for the footprints by the tree in his front yard. Are you kidding me? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Come on.
Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere.
That's why he said they ain't boondockers. Jesus.
Someone was keeping watch.
Calderon cigarettes.
Quite a while.
Woody, you're a fucking legend, mate. We've been here for at least half an hour just running around in circles. Right, please let me ask you a question now. Fucking hell. Oh. I think I've just spent too much time playing this game.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
Brilliant.
Did they have anyone working on the house recently? A maintenance man, a city inspector maybe?
I doubt it. Why would they bother with these old places, what with the redevelopment coming up?
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Any luck, Cole?
A couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper.
Oh, come on.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
That's another clue. He just picked that up off his step. We missed that also.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
Leland Monroe.
For Elysian Fields Developments.
That was a real piss take, that.
Oh, I see you already have one.
Ah.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Jesus Christ, man. I feel like we've spent half of the time looking for those footprints. And even then, we didn't pick up the fucking slip of paper.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
Ah.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Leads in the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe? He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Kelty has warned us off over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
Jesus, man. So after all that, they're not going to allow us to fully investigate anyway, so all in all, a massive waste of time. Oh, God.
You know,
Rancho
at times when you
Escondido.
really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for a
Smart
fray.
mouth son of a bitch.
Oh, shit.
You sorry sack.
I'm gonna beat you black.
That's done it, Cole.
You don't
We're
mess
gonna
with
have to
Phelps.
pacify these poor
You
sacks.
do not mess with him. Blam. Who's next? Who's next? This motherfucker. Too old, pal. Look at Phelps go, man. He's a badass. Pam. He's been working on that uppercut. It's like Prince William in the
Good
back
thing
of
you
there.
showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
Let's. And then he just stands there. Look at that. You see that? Look. As if anyone would ever notice that.
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
Okay, so it was built to burn. Whoa.
If we're paying a visit to Elysian and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
As long as there's nothing else to see here, mate. All of these places. Come on, man. No investigation when all of these places are burnt down. Let's be real. This just reminds me of Rancho Cucamonga from next Friday. I guess it's pretty much the same thing. Let's go to Elysian Fields then. Or Elysian Fields, sorry. Keep getting it wrong. Biggs, you can drive, bro.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Elysian Fields. Right. Things are about to go south. Because we've been told not to do this, but we're doing it anyway. What can I say except
Detectives Phelps
you're
and Biggs,
welcome.
LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
You fucking dummy.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
May I help you, gentlemen?
Jesus.
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
I like Biggs.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Yeah, we're getting fired in the morning for this. This guy's obviously a big wig. He's got a lot
Like
of
a cigar. Drink, boy.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs.
Here we go. This is a development. I ain't ready just yet. Let me take a look around. Rancho Escondido.
We're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Slimy bastard.
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecued, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Come on.
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
Let's take a look what we know. For the weekend away. Land cleared to allow construction. Blueprints to go at Oregon. Flyers, poor cement quality. Okay, we don't have proof.
Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out. 2 families are dead, Mr. Monroe. This isn't a question of criminal liability. We're looking at conspiracy to commit murder.
Do you know who you're talking to, son? You want to use incendiary language like that with me? I suggest you should leave immediately.
That's not going to be happening, pal.
We've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Look at the notepad. Land cleared. Land cleared to allow construction of returned soldiers' housing. Origami. Flyers. Burnt building shows evidence of poor build quality and low-grade material. Again, I don't see how we have any evidence.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, Detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
What's Elysian Field's involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulations.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
You're lying, Monroe. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys. Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think that they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them? The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills, do you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful.
Here we go.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
Did he care?
Glad to be of help, officers.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Yeah. Herbert Chapman.
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Find a phone. Okay, outside, I guess. Oh, showing me one up here now. Oh, no, it must be downstairs. It's all good. It's all good, Biggs. This way.
Your boss is a fine man.
I'm going to memorize your name.
I know that face.
And throw my head
That's
away.
the guy who busted all those Negro drug pushers last week, isn't it?
Shut up.
I said, if you're a producer, then
Operator,
I'm
give me
Lana
dispatch.
Turner, Jack.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective.
Shite.
I'm sorry, Detective.
It's not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thanks, ma'am.
Right.
We're
making progress now.
The minute I win it, a beautiful face
comes Earl.
Baby, I'll bin it, 'cause I always kill the things I love. Some
Buy me a drink, Cole? No. Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that?
Definitely not.
You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. I'll get around to it.
Something quite other.
She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save
about...
the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company.
I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
This guy, man, so scummy. Phelps leaving Elsa's apartment first thing in the morning.
Yeah, Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
Biggs is a man.
KGPL calling car 11K.
He's a man of principles.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did, but I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
Yes,
He's an
we
insurance
did.
investigator over at California Fire and Life.
Oh,
Our
shit.
paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has, Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
So Kelso is tying this deal together. This is how we link Fontaine, Sheldon, Kelso, and the Elysian Fields GI housing development. They're all in it. We had to offload the morphine to put down the money to invest in this Elysian Fields project, and Cohen wanted in on the drugs. We know that. He's not a part of this bigger picture, as far as I'm aware. But Kelso has obviously helped them to build these houses on a budget, which is why he's so pally with Sheldon. And Fontaine is the one that took the morphine from Sheldon and told him he would invest it into the GI housing project. So in reality, they wanted to help the soldiers returning home from conflict, but when they got into business with Elysian Fields and Monroe has taken the money from them but built the houses on a budget. So they're very low quality houses, and in order to gain control of the land that the owners of the older houses on that land have refused to sell. Maybe they've encouraged this maniac to start burning the houses down. Maybe they didn't, but maybe they did. But that's just a brief kind of. That's my my view of it as it stands right now. We may learn something that tells us to the contrary, but right now that's where I stand on it. One dude, off you go. So we're coming to pick up Chapman.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind of
Let's take
problem.
a look at the car.
This is the fucking. Is this the brown Ford that we've heard all about?
Let's see what he's hauling around.
So he's got these that we know are connected to the fires. Yep.
Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
He's got ammunition, which is, I
I
believe,
saw his picture. He worked that case with that lady cut up like the Dahlia.
We should revise the APB. He's clearly armed.
okay. He's got the flyers. What is this? Yeah, he's got plenty of these flyers that we keep
Definitely
seeing.
gives him opportunity.
Car I'm referring to was from the homicide. I don't think this isn't connected.
There
My
he is. It's
mistake.
Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit.
He's seen
He's
us.
seen us.
Cops! Again!
It's the guy that loves to set fires.
Son of a bitch, he
He's
must
on
have
the
caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole.
The trolley.
I'll call this in, get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL.
Go ahead, 11K.
11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K. All units on.
We can't. Whoa, that car has gone through the ground and is blocking my path. Very nice. Someone's still in it as well. Jesus. Still going.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
We ain't gonna lose him. All we have to do is stay on track. It's the slowest police chase we've ever experienced. We literally just following until. Wow, how does he think he's going to get away like this?
See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down.
Alright. Let's do that then. Oh, it's actually moving at pace now.
No! You gotta get me closer! Hold him tight, Cole. As soon as he ditches the trap, we'll be there to grab him. Ooh. Get me closer to the driver's cabin. I'll plug Chapman.
There we go.
End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
You little prick. Whoa. Just fucking pistol whipped me. Where's he gone? Shit. Turn around. I didn't want to kill him, but...
Looks like we have our man, Cole.
That's how it went down.
Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
Sure, it's not Chapman, we know
Fire
that.
benefit Elysian in some way. I don't see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
We know it's not him. We know it's the guy that wears the flat cap.
Nice work, gentlemen. Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you,
man.
Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award.
Don't you come around here talking about
We've
this
had our
kind of
eyes
thing.
on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? We'll be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
Come on. Richard Nixon. Isn't he like the most hated US president of all time? Wow. He was. He was until a couple of years ago.
What is it?
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help, this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He's a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
So, distinguished. Chapman takes his motive and any possible ties to Monroe and Elysian Fields. Elysian Fields, I keep saying it. Elysian Fields to the grave. Yeah, we could not help but kill him in that situation. I didn't want to. I would have rather taken him in for questioning, but it's just not the way it's played out on this occasion. He had to die. To the next case, House of Sticks.
Mr. Kelso?
That's what the sign on the door says, miss.
We are now playing as Kelso. Turning to the matter of policy and the sudden death of Mr. Louis Jan Buchwalter, writing to inform you that you have been named as sole beneficiary. Please find attached a settlement check for $20,000, the maximum payable amount in accordance with Clause 4A of the Life Care, Disability and Accidental Death Policy, which Mr. Buchwalter had held. If you wish to dispute the settlement, you may contact our account management.
There's no need to come into the office, Ms. Lichtman. If you accept the settlement, all you need to do is sign here.
I don't accept the
What do you mean you don't accept? I think you're pushing your luck, lady. This seems to be a ridiculously generous settlement. A $200 policy with a $20,000 payout? You should...
I don't want the money.
What do you mean you don't want the money?
I want you to investigate this case. I feel my friend may have been the victim of foul play.
Okay. Let me get the case file.
So now we are playing as Kelso, investigating this situation. Elysian Fields Development, Normandy Ave subdivision. California Fire and Life.
There's got to be more in these files.
While in the employ of Elysian Fields Development, Louis Jan Buchwalter was killed and the roof of the property on which he was working collapsed. 28th Jan, 8:30 in the morning. Descending the roof structure of a property at the Normandy Avenue development when a fault in the ridge beam caused it to sag. Witnesses report that he slipped, attempted to right himself by holding onto a ceiling rafter, but the rafter broke. fell approximately 23 feet to the ground. His falling weight caused several ceiling joists to snap, and these fell inward along with part of the prefabricated roof truss. Autopsy later revealed that his cranium
Sounds like
was
your friend
shattered,
took a hell of a fall.
probably
Sorry
when
for
he
your
struck
loss.
his head on one of the roof beams. He suggested significant internal injuries as a result of the falling timber, and died of internal hemorrhage approximately 10 minutes after the initial roof collapse. Independent testing of the ridge beam and roof truss determined that faults in the timber were undetectable prior to installation. Okay. Big Flea in the house. How you doing, my friend? I'm good, I'm good. Where we at? So, yeah. They're saying faults were undetectable prior to installation. It's the opinion of the investigation that the death of Mr. Buchwalter constitutes a genuine and unavoidable industrial accident, and no fault can be ascribed to Elysian Fields development. Insurance benefits associated with this policy should be paid in full to the designated beneficiaries. Timothy Lee, Senior Claims Investigator. Okay.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course not.
What basis do you have for your claim of foul play?
Lou Buckwalter was a craftsman. I don't believe he would have made a roof that would collapse.
What are you talking about, Ms. Lichtman? This was an industrial accident.
How do you know that?
Because it says right here in black and white.
Do you believe everything that you read, Mr. Kelso?
Damn it.
You and Buckwalter weren't married?
I'm not good at this.
Then how did you become his beneficiary?
We were family friends.
You expect me to reopen this case because you come in here walking that walk? Well, I'm not buying it. I think you should tell me what the hell is going on.
Good, man. Just chilling for a bit before I stream tonight. We'll jump in. Thought I would jump in doing pro clubs at 10. You're up for it. Watching my... Oh, that's cool, man. As far as pro club goes, I still don't have it on PS. I only have it on Xbox. So, unfortunately, got a wire wrapped around my arm. Unfortunately, right now, I won't be able to do that. Why does it keep switching to mouse? Yeah, I won't be able to do that tonight. Well, I really do need to look at grabbing it on PS, though, man.
Yes.
Been saying it for like a
We were
couple of
interned
weeks
together
now.
on Ellis Island. Resident alien Germans whose parents had been killed by Nazis. Do you see the irony in that, Mr. Kelso? We spent 4 years there.
So the roof collapsed, accidents happen. What exactly are you trying to
I
achieve,
know,
Ms.
man.
Lichtman?
Exactly what I said. I
Using
want
an
that
Xbox
building
pad on
thoroughly
here, dude.
investigated.
Oh, I missed that shit. Let's go with it.
I'm intrigued, Ms. Lichtman. I really am. But you're going to have to give me something if you want me to get involved in this.
There is a conspiracy surrounding Elysian Fields and the new houses they are building. I believe your insurance company is involved.
That's pretty heady stuff, Miss Lichtman. Flimsy, but heady.
I've told you what I know, Mr. Kelso. What are you going to do about it?
All right, Miss Lichtman. One final question.
Yes.
What's your address?
It's on EA Access,
Is
£5
that
a
usual?
month.
Is there anything usual about this case, Miss Lichtman?
The address is on the letter, Mr. Kelso.
The address. Not the phone number.
I have a triangle going on here. He doesn't know that she's involved with Phelps already.
Mr. Benson would like to see you in his office, Jack, upstairs.
Okay, question. I've already got EA Access on Xbox. Does that carry over to PlayStation? Yeah, does that mean I can I can sign in on my PlayStation and download it again.
Come on, I'll lock you up.
Well, you don't see that every day.
Walking out on his
Is it free on Access at the minute anyway?
Meet Joe's buddy. He's nice, really. Are we going to the Mocambo this Friday?
Come on, hurry up.
Oh, Susie, you are so bad.
Look at this dude. Golf in the office.
Mr. Benson, you wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, Jack. I'm just trying out a new putter. I noticed Elsa Lickman in the lobby.
It's the weirdest thing, Mr. Benson.
Call me Curtis, Jack. This is California.
Like I said, Curtis, this is a very strange case.
How so, Jack?
That lady, Elsa Lichtman, is refusing a 20 grand payout.
Elsa Lickman is hardly a lady, Jack. She's a jazz musician. Plays at the Blue Room in Hollywood.
Not sure. I think it's separate. If I know EA. No doubt. Do we need to sign up for PS4? Yeah, I'm sure it's in the vault now. Alright, what I can do is have a look online and see if I can pick it up cheaper than it is. I don't really want to take out another subscription because I'll start losing track of what I've got. So, yeah, I'll look into it, man. I'll look into it. I mean, it's only going to be like 20 quid max at this time of year anyway, surely. So, I'll look into it.
She has a fine pair of lungs, now that I think
She's
of
the
it.
beneficiary of this guy, Lou Buckwalter. He was killed in an industrial accident working for Elysian Fields Developments. You know Elysian?
I'm familiar with Leland Monroe. We move in similar circles.
Well, Miss Lichtman is making some pretty serious accusations. She says the case stinks and that
She's a
something
very
happened.
highly strung girl, Jack. Strung out might be a better way to put it.
It's a pretty generous payment, Curtis. I think I should look into it.
Is there anything wrong with the paperwork, Kelso?
No, there isn't, Mr. Benson.
I didn't think so. Pay the case out and get her off our backs.
I can't make her take the money,
Deal
sir.
with it, Jack. Do your fucking job.
Alright,
Do I have
Curtis.
to do everything?
No, sir, you don't.
Fine, Jack. Fine. You know I have the greatest confidence in you.
Thanks, Mr. Benson.
What an asshole. Do I have to do everything he says while playing golf in his fucking office? Typical.
Your car, Mr. Kelso.
Right.
Thanks, kid.
We've done about an hour and 40 minutes or so. And this is the start of a new investigation. So I think it might be wise to leave it here for today. It's probably a good point to get out of here. Flea, what's your plan, man? What time do you say you're getting online? I'm wondering if I could download FIFA in the time between. And also, who's getting on with you? Be interesting to see who's getting involved. Yikes. Jesus. Such a relief to take these headphones off, man. Where am I at? Where am I at? There we go. So, yeah, just to put a cap on things, like we're now playing as Kelso, investigating this insurance claim for the Mr. Buckwalter or something who was connected to Elsa, and Phelps has told her not to take the $20,000 insurance payout because they think that there's something more to this. I'll get involved, but on an Xbox, yeah. We're on an Xbox over here. But yeah, Phelps thinks that this is foul play, so he's told her to refuse it and get Jack Kelso to investigate it as he works for that insurance company. So now, we are playing as Kelso and investigating that. So that's where we're leaving it for tonight. I'm just going to end the recording so I can carry on talking to you guys for a couple of minutes about this. So thanks for joining us, everybody. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.